Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things BB22 All Stars. This season, this video is going to be a spoiler video. We have some juicy possible Big Brother hookup tea to share tonight. So we're going to get into it. But first things first, if this is your first time on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, smash the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, and follow me on my social media, wherever it is. Hi, there I am. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you didn't already know, Nicole Franzel has won a competition. She is the HOH, you guys. She won HOH. And she put on the block Cringemas and Nashville. Oh yeah, Memphis and Christmas are on the block. And then they did a POV competition. And the POV competition was one of most people's favorites. I enjoy it. Was the comic competition. Nicole Franzel won that. So it's a back-to-back win for all frazzled Franzel. She's like, it's not fair. I wasn't winning, but now I am. She was unhappy with her HOH basket and her letter from Vic because Vic did not put in the letter that he was proud of her. And she said, my mom and dad would. He needs to tell me he's proud of me because I don't know if something's wrong. And then she wondered if maybe their podcast, Coco Caliente, something was wrong with that because he didn't mention it in the letter. And then she made Cody go get his letter so they could compare letters to see if Cody's multiple letters from being HOH, if his family and girlfriend, Christy, and sister had said they were proud of him. And she's like, it's not, I think your family's in there proud of you. And Vic didn't say he was proud of me. And then Cody brought up the letter. Sure enough, there was mentions of being proud. And frazzled Franzel was like, could this be the end of our podcast? Could Coco Caliente be over? Maybe people got into our iTunes and they left us bad comments and now we no longer have a podcast. Have no fear, Nicole Franzel. I did check iTunes and yeah, you do have some bad reviews. You do. But you still have a podcast for now. So good job. But you lost a couple sponsors, but I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, she hasn't lost any followers. So I don't know. Some people think she's going to lose her influencer job, but I don't see that happening, you guys. I really, really don't. So she got her basket, like I said in her letter, and she just complained. Yeah, she just complained the whole time. She was like, it's just like, yeah, he says he loves me and he can't wait to marry me, but he didn't say he was proud of me. I need my husband to be both a husband and a father. Who's proud of baby? She also didn't like her HOH basket because she thought everyone else got better baskets than her. Will this woman ever be okay with what she has? Probably not. But she's sitting in a good spot in the game right now. So COVID Cody, her number one, her yelling over the wall partner, they're going to the end. They're fooling all of you. And all the house guests are like, I don't know if they're like, are they a thing? Are they like a final two? I don't know. Are together. And anyone that thinks COVID Cody and Nicole Franzel aren't going to take each other to final two is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at this time because it's exactly what they're going to do. Their moms are best friends outside of this house. They keep bringing it up on the live feeds. What did my mom say to your mom? Well, okay, like Christy was like, okay, like, so like my brother is like Polly and like he talks about my bulge on social media, but like totally like, okay, like our moms talk. And that was a conversation that COVID Cody and Nicole Franzel actually had about their mother's friendship. So as of now, Nicole has no intention of using the power of veto to take either Memphis or Christmas off the block. But Christmas, Cringemas, she thinks she's a mastermind. She really thinks she knows what's going on in this game, you guys. It's hilarious. I mean, the fact that she's gotten this far is only because people think they can drag her to the end and win against her, and she's not seen as a big threat. I mean, I know she likes to boast that she's a comp beast, but really at this point, Brittany Haynes from BB12 has more wins than her. I love Brittany Haynes, okay? Brittany Haynes never said she was a comp beast, but she's won more competitions than Christmas. So Christmas needs to just take several seats. Memphis thinks he's sitting pretty because he's got Cody and Enzo, and he has a final three. One of his final three wise guys is with those two individuals. Now, Nicole Franzel wants the guys to vote out Memphis, and the guys have agreed to do it. However, they're going back and forth because they're not sure if that's what's best for their game at this point. They think getting out Christmas might be better for their game. And by they, I mean Enzo. Enyo is just like, yo, I think we need to get out Christmas. Yo, dude, does anybody else's butt itch? My butt itches. When are we going to get some TP up in this thing? I can't be working water up my butt. Nicole has said to COVID Cody and Enyo, aka Enzo, that they better vote out Memphis or I'll be really mad. I will be really mad at you guys. I mean, whatever, but I will. I may just use the power of veto and put one of you guys up. So for sure you'll vote Memphis out. I'll take Christmas off the block. It'd be better for my game. And I'm thinking, yeah, you should do that. As much as I don't want to see Christmas in this game anymore, I do think that would be better for your game, Nicole, to make sure that Memphis gets out of this house, to like put up Enzo next to him, because I know you can't put up COVID Cody because you guys have a pregame alliance. You talked on the feeds the other day about how Daddy Derek is probably proud of you. Do you think Derek likes our game? Yeah, look, but he really likes our game. Like, Derek's like awesome. Derek. There's a way that COVID Cody says Derek that just is strange to me, and I haven't got it down yet, you guys. It was like Derek, like Derek. Everything was about Derek. Derek's the best. I love Derek. Daddy Derek, are you proud of us? I bet Daddy Derek's very proud, even though Daddy Derek is still on social media saying, I didn't pregame. I didn't even know Nicole Franzel. Apparently, that's how you pronounce her last name. I always thought it was Nicole Franzel. But Daddy Derek says it's Franzel. And if a daddy is telling you how to pronounce his kid's name, he's most likely right.
I did not know Nicole Franzel was on this season. On my children, I did not know Nicole Franzel was playing Big Brother All-Stars. Her family and friends can confirm that. Victor can confirm that. No clue that she was going to be on the show. So the idea that I set her and Cody up, it's ridiculous. So
Nicole Franzel, he said he had no idea she was going to be on this season of Big Brother. He's like, I didn't even know Nicole Franzel was going to be on the season. I'm not a liar. We're like, sure, Daddy Derek. Sure. Christmas is feeling pretty comfy as it is. Her plan, Christmas, because rather than just sit there and let them take Memphis out, she's like, you know what? I'm going to save my homeboy Memphis. And she has a plan. She's going to wake up early and she's going to hit up Nicole Franzel in the HOH room and she's going to talk her into using the POV to backdoor Cody or Enzo. What game does Christmas think she's playing? How do you not know? There is no way that Nicole Franzel, as Daddy Derek calls her, is going to use that veto to make sure possibly you and Memphis stay. That's just not going to happen. But Christmas is like, I'm going to do it. As she flirted with the cameras for the past couple days, she's been doing the same creepy thing she's been doing all season, where she's like, in front of the camera, she's like, catch me if you can. She thinks she's Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know. Nobody wants to watch you flirt with the cameras, Christmas. We want to watch you go home. Speaking of Cringemas and Memphis, dun, 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 this is the news you probably don't want to hear, but we're going to talk about. Apparently, there might have been a kiss, between Cringemas and Memphis. We have had no showmances this year because everyone's in a relationship. So it surprises me that two people who are in a relationship may have kissed. So there was alcohol that was brought into the house last night. They're able to have a couple drinks. They're letting loose. Christmas is letting her CrossFit shorts hang. And then she's called to the DR. While that happens, Nicole Franzel, COVID Cody, and Enyo are up in the HOH room, and Nicole's like, let's drink the rest of my HOH wine, but don't tell Christmas because she'll freak out. Hurry up, guys. This is so fun. I love playing with boys. There was another part where Nicole Franzel was cracking up. It was so funny. Kind of like when she laughed at her brother Ian's autism when Memphis made a joke about it. She was laughing at the fact that the women in the house were trying to form an all-girls alliance. And Enyo and COVID Cody were like, yo, dude, that like never works. I cannot believe it. And she's like, I know. They were totally trying to do it. And let me tell you all of their secrets and everything. Isn't that crazy? Like, who works with women? Ugh. And she wonders why female viewers are not a fan of her gameplay. So as they were drinking the wine upstairs, hiding from Cringemas, who likes to just pop in rooms and go, interesting, very interesting, Christmas heads up the stairs after her DR, and they're like, shit. And Nicole Franzel runs to the bathroom like a little kid who's caught taking a cookie from the cookie jar. And I'm like, Nicole Franzel, you won the HOH. It's your one. You do not have to share it with that CrossFit lady if you don't want to. Okay. You can say, listen, camel toe, not today. I don't have time. This is my wine and I'm going to share it with the boys. If you haven't been paying attention this season, I like guys. Okay. More than gals. There's no gals left, so I'm definitely going to share my wine with the boys. And then Christmas is like, oh, what? I don't understand. I mean, I'm on the block. I don't get any wine in. This is bullshit. You guys, seriously. I wish I had my baby Loyal to do reps with. He's the buffest baby. Do you guys want to hear my birthing story?
It was 17 hours of pure joy.
And everyone's like, no, we don't want to hear your birthing story. So then Cringe Miss heads back downstairs to brush her teeth and put on her jam jams, which also look like an outfit that people wear when they're lifting big weights and going, ah, and then dropping them behind them. I think that's what CrossFit is. And then she goes into the key room where her and Memphis are sleeping, and Memphis is already in bed because Grandpa Memphis has been sleeping. He's had a couple drinks and he's like, I am up late. And this is around probably 1 a.m. So Grandpa Memphis is up way past his bedtime. He's got his shirt off. He's laying in bed. And she's like, why don't you turn the lights off? I can't see anything. I don't want to put my drink on my Bible. So she's opening up the door. And then she starts to tell him secrets. She goes over to his bed and she leans down and he starts talking about Dane Cook. Now, this is probably, if this hookup did in fact happen, this is the douchiest hookup in the history of douchey hookups. They literally might have kissed while she's wearing CrossFit gear. It's like one CrossFitter, another CrossFitter talking about Dane Cook. And it's Christmas in Memphis, and they may have kissed. That's so douchey. It's like if Tap Out and True Religion jeans and Axe body spray all got together and started doing it. That's Christmas in Memphis in a showmance. Just... So they're having this little moment, and apparently Memphis is whispering in her ear, taste the rainbow, because that was a Dane Cook joke. That was really funny. And then later on, they were like, whatever happened to Dane Cook? I was like, oh, he got accused of joke theft and other things. And he had a lot of hair gel in, and he had to let it out. But they were like, man, we really like that guy. He was good. And I was like, of course you two love Dane Cook. Of course, these two love Dane Cook. So then Christmas is like, I need to find you. I need to find your face. It's so dark in here. And so she's going through the blankets and trying to find Memphis's face. And there's a moment where he lifts up the blanket and you hear, maybe you guys, maybe, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny because the blanket was up. It's that night vision, so you can't really tell. But it looks highly suspicious that he's in his bed and her bed's on the other side of the room, technically. And she crawls over in her little CrossFit baby shorts that were made, I think they're size 2T. I saw them at Target in the toddler section. And she crawls over. And he's got a shirt off. He's like, what? Dane Cook joke with his little flirty. It's a definite flirty behavior between the two. And she's like, I got to tell you a secret. Where's your face? I got to tell you a secret. And then we don't really hear them sharing secrets. We just hear, that's what it sounds like. And so the internet went crazy thinking these two had a little pecky peck, little kissy kiss. Now, to make the story even more interesting, a couple weeks ago or a week ago, I can't tell. This Big Brother season feels like it's lasting forever. They had drinks up in the HOH room, and Cringe Miss turned off the lights, and they were in a dance party, and Enyo's up there, and COVID Cody's not wearing a mask, and Nicole's a have-not, so she's not there, so she's somewhere crying. And Cringe Miss has a tutu on and she's dancing, and she was hitting the light and sitting on the side of the chair in the HOH room that's by the door, and Memphis grabs her and pulls her into his lap. She rolled out of it like, oh no, not today, no way. But he did. And in that moment, if you guys follow my channel, you know that I've said, I think Memphis might be crushing on Cringe Miss. I think there's something there. As much as he says he's annoyed by her and he talks to the guys about her, he spends a lot of time with her and he listens to a lot of her BS. And that normally means he wants to bang. Okay? That's, if a guy is willing to listen to all your BS, it's probably because they're DTF, as the kids in 2007 would say. To make matters worse, he also mentioned Cringe Miss in his pre-Big Brother interview for ET, which can be found on ET online. on YouTube, but I linked it in the description of this video if you want to take a look. When the interviewer is asking him, so how many showmances in the house? You know how those interviewers are always like, you're gonna hunk up, you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it in the house, you're gonna use your wiener on TV. And he's like, oh, no, I don't know. You're really pushing it. And she's like, yeah, like who? Who would you get? He's like, and he's playing. It's this little cat and dick game that they're playing. And then he finally says, well, if certain ladies in the house, maybe, if like Christmas comes back, be nice to talk to a pretty lady. And I'm like, oh, has Memphis been planning this whole time? He's been waiting for a cringe-miss hookup, you guys. This season keeps getting worse. I bought bleach recently because I've been tie-dyeing, and I think I'm going to bleach my eyes. But the worst part of it all is they're both in relationships. So if this is, in fact, going on in the house, Memphis has a girlfriend named Dominique, and he wrote happy birthday to her in Cheerios. What happened to that? Memphis, Nashville, what's wrong with you? And Cringe Miss has got not Loyal's dad, because that guy went with another chick and she rammed that chick's Honda with her Mercedes. But Ben or Blob or no, Ben's the dad. I forget his name. But there's another guy she always talks about and how great he is. So if this is going on in the house, I feel bad for those people outside of the house who they call their boyfriend and their girlfriend. Now, like I said, I've watched this a couple times. And you guys can watch it on the live feeds. You can also watch it on the Scenarios 3 YouTube account. And it's hard to tell, but it definitely looks very inappropriate and very sketchy for two people who are in relationships with other people. I wouldn't be surprised if a little smooch happened. And then she walked back to her bed after this, and Memphis goes, she's got jokes, as he caresses his own chest. She's got jokes. And she goes, I'm funny like Julie Chen. Why does Cringe Miss think she's actually going to one day get Julie Chen's job? Cringe Miss, you're not going to get Julie Chen's job. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You're not a journalist and you're not very likable. Delusion is very strong, my friends. It is very, very, very strong. So that's what's happening inside the Big Brother 22 house. I watch it so you don't have to, or so you have someone to talk about it with. Still hanging in there, but it's rough. It's rough. Now, by some weird miracle, and Nicole Franzel, as Daddy Derek calls her, actually uses the POV, that'll make it a little interesting. Or if Memphis and Cringe Miss actually go, bam, chicka, X spray, and just start cross-fitting each other. I think one goes on one end of the yard, the other goes on one, and then they just run their genitals into each other. And they're like, I'm the stronger genital. I think that's how cross people have sex. So there you have it, you guys. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Did you see the Cringe Miss and Nashville kiss or not kiss? Do you think they kissed? Hopefully you guys are having a great, fantastic weekend. Make sure you sub. We are so close to 12,000 subs. I think we can get there. So let's make it happen. You guys are wonderful, beautiful people, and I'm so sorry this season has happened to you. But I'll be back very soon with another BB Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. I'm eating my hair, and that's me. Bye, guys.